A U.S. citizen has been jailed in Dubai since last April after he put out a parody video basically teaching residents of Satwa, it's a wealthy area of Dubai, to protect themselves in a fight. Now, we have a little bit of the parody video for you. Let's take a quick look at that and then we'll discuss.
So the first thing I'm going to show you in my martial art of the Satwa is we have to use the weapon. We develop so many weapons, but the weapon we are used always be the weapon that you can find every day. It's practical and you can find it anytime. One of the most important weapon is the na'al. The na'al is very important weapon, and it is good to hit the enemy from the far. I will show you now one demonstration. وقف هنا. يلا جاهز؟ نعال! نعال!
The Satwa Gs demonstrate some basic striking drills. The level of precision is a little intimidating to say the least, and we're definitely taken aback by the ferocity of the forward strikes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a parody.
Yeah, it like kind of I know Innocence of Muslims was not supposed to be a parody, but like these ridiculous videos on YouTube that get people in trouble, I just don't understand. First of all, I don't understand why it offends people. And second of all, like, I don't even know why they even thought it was a good idea to put it up in the first place. Like, I know, freedom of speech, do your thing, right? Except if you're in Dubai, no freedom of speech. Like, they'll come after you. But at the same time, like, it's not worth it. Like, if you're in Dubai and you know how their laws are and you know how restrictive they can be, just don't put the video up. And by the way, don't go work in Dubai. He's a 29-year-old University of Minnesota graduate, and he is originally from Sri Lanka, but he was a US citizen. He was working for PriceWaterhouseCoopers. Just if you have to take that job, I understand, but I would just advise you to not go work in Dubai, because I think there's this misconception, because they're trying to attract tourists, that they're more free and they want to protect people and let them have a good time. They don't want you to have a good time. They have this ridiculous law that says the following: the law allows the state to prosecute the creators of parodies that are liable to endanger state security and its higher interests or infringe on public order. How does that video do any of that?
Yeah, I know that what Anna said sounds controversial, and I'll double down on it. You know, people get really offended if you say things like, don't go to Dubai, don't go to some of these Gulf states, don't go to Saudi Arabia. But here's how Dubai can avoid being offended by that, by not imprisoning people for no goddamn reason, okay? And I wouldn't go to Dubai. I wouldn't go there on a trip. I don't find it interesting. I don't find it entertaining. People are like, oh, it's beautiful. Basically built by slave labor, by the way, okay? And then they have these ridiculous laws that they can enforce at any time, capriciously, as they have here. And the guy's been in jail since April.
Yeah.
It's absolutely outrageous. His father moved to Dubai to try to get him out of jail. God knows if they'll arrest him.
Yes.
And by the way, there's another angle of this that if you're not familiar with Dubai, you might not understand, or that general area, okay? There's an element of racism here, okay? And you're gonna say, what is this? I mean, they're Arabs, what do you mean, right? No, if that guy was a blonde American as opposed to a Sri Lankan American, he's far less likely to get prosecuted, okay? Mm-hmm. But there is a great disdain for people from South Asia in that area of the world, mm-hmm. okay? And this is not me discriminating against that area of the world, the Gulf states, etc. It's a fact. They use a lot of Pakistani workers, they use a lot of Southeast Asian workers, and they have no regard for them whatsoever, okay? And so the fact that guy is Sri Lankan originally, did that make it more likely for him to get arrested? If you answer no to that, you're just not familiar with the area, okay? Yes, it made him far more likely. Now, he's an American citizen, so it's caused him a little bit more of an issue. I mean, if he wasn't an American citizen, God knows how long he'd be in jail there. And it's based on some idiot that works in Dubai that got offended by that video for whatever insane reason he got offended by it. And by the way, now we've run that video, so I guess we can't go to Dubai, right? It appeared on our program.
No
we've endangered the public order of Dubai, right?
How does that threaten your national security or anything? I mean, anything that was listed in that stupid law that you have. And by the way, anyone who's defending Dubai, look at the stupid law that they have, right? That they're gonna get their panties in a bunch over a parody video? How pathetic is that? How insecure are you that you can't even handle a parody video? Can you imagine if like these officials put out YouTube videos and they read their own YouTube comments?
And by the way,
they would commit suicide.
I know, right? And his brother, Shezanne Cassim, says, look, this is basically a guy who, the equivalent would be making a parody video about Brooklyn hipsters. And the Brooklyn hipsters basically would get offended and arrest you and put you in jail.
Yep.
And here's your probable answer to why he's in jail, because probably somebody from that rich neighborhood saw it and was like, how dare he, right? And if you mess with the rich in Dubai, you think income inequality is bad in the US, okay? You mess with the rich natives of Gulf states, good luck to you, brother, okay? So, look, you're taking your liberty and your life into your hands when you go to these oppressive governments, okay? And if you're bothered by me saying that, well, make your government less oppressive. I criticize our government here in the United States every single day, okay? So we're straight up and we criticize each government for what is wrong with it. And your problem isn't the messenger. Your problem is what you're doing in Dubai. Okay, they should obviously release this guy immediately, but probably the more people that rally to his cause, the more offended their sensibilities get, and the more they want to make an example out of him. An example of what? An example of don't be stupid enough to ever come or work in Dubai? Okay, yeah, great. You made an example out of him.